because they are people too. I do fight hard for the black community because they are people too. We should all be part of the human community. That includes black people and the LGBT community. And we've got individuals within these communities that hold so much hatred, so much anger, that are willing to even look at other human beings as human beings. When the LGBT community has been horribly victimized, so and you tell them they need to find Jesus, that's just a hurtful thing. Ariana is somebody who I have known for a lot of years and is currently missing. Has not posted up since the last time that we spoke. And with the police, you know, there's a lady in Montana who lives in a house, but her son was homeless in Colorado. And the police never organized a search for him, ever. When do they find people like her son? When they go looking for a pretty white girl like Gabby Petito and end up finding extra corpses in the process. I just got a hold of Jared. He's up, so I'm going to be heading that direction. I got to make sure that my phone stays charged, so I have it plugged into my lighter thing. All this stuff costs money, all the electronics and all of the stuff to make sure that I can utilize this equipment from inside of my vehicle. I got to try to find another battery for my computer, and hopefully that'll make it so that I can actually run it when it's not plugged in. Not plugged into an actual outlet. Notice I light and relight cigarettes a whole bunch. Eventually I run to the end of the pack like I did just now. So I'm going to have to pull out my tobacco pipe. Stubby here, I'll smoke it. Oh yeah, sure. That makes me cough. Fuck. Alright, it looks like my car's running alright. There's a bunch of stuff over here that's gonna slide onto my pile. It's going to slide over because of the angle I got everything at, so I'll try to readjust it so some of it doesn't slide off. And then of course, well, like with finding Jared Scudder's phone number yesterday, what a pain in the ass that was. It didn't really need to be, but I have my fucking car. Dude's like, can't you organize in your car? It's been fucking organized repeatedly. The problem is that I'm constantly moving around and having to shuffle things around and having to go through it in my car. And then there's the fact that I have to trust people. Sure, they might have good intentions, but they also got mental issues. I got mental issues too. You know what was more traumatic than taking the abuse? The way my friends treated me resulted in that abuse continuing. And of course, because I'm a male, I get treated like I'm a bad person for speaking out. Like I'm a horrible monster for speaking out. Until eventually I fucking scream for help. And then I'm definitely a monster, aren't I? With people threatening to kill my friends and family, how was I expected to react? It was fine and dandy for people to slander my name, to curse at me, to throw stuff at me, to actually literally assault me, and actually literally threaten to kill my friends and family. Well, I eventually made a very generalized, but very specific post about that. That was in August of 2018. Almost a year after Natalie was killed, and over a year after, or almost 2 years after all this bullshit with Natalie started. Like I said, though, it wasn't just Natalie. Natalie was a part of the LGBT community. Now we get to hear Ariana's conversation with me the last time we spoke. That's the day Ariana disappeared. But who's gonna listen to me? The cops won't take anything seriously. Everything that I say, they deflect. Everything. Same thing with Tillamook Family Counseling Center. When I was assaulted at the hospital, the lady who was there should have turned it in. But she was busy instigating. And that's never okay. Now, as far as the evidence shows that I made zero attempts to get physically violent with anybody at any point in time. And that damn doctor did, in fact, and indeed, physically assault me at least 5 times. Adults. You take advantage of their disabilities. Or you try to assign to them disabilities they don't even have as an excuse not to do your job, as an excuse not to listen, as an excuse for intimidating people into not making reports. When you talk over a victim who is trying to make an oral report, you are illegally preventing them from turning in their predators. Yet all of these places do it. They want to talk over you and do the suggestion thing. I don't have the resources for all of it. Means I don't have the resources for all of it. But you don't bother to hear all of it because you're busy telling me to go here and to go there. This place helps with this. That place helps with that. Oh, the DHS, here's 8 different fucking numbers just for Nebraska DHS, and none of them are the right fucking number. So when somebody sends you to DHS and you end up having to call 8 different places, that sucks for you. It sucks for the rest of us too. By the way, you're not the only one going through it. Why are you only sharing your story? Why are you being selfish and making it just about you? When you see somebody else who needs help, you say, hey, I kind of know what that person's go through. I'm going to offer to help them. And then you make it all about you. You are not helping them. What you're doing is taking away from what they're supposed to be doing. Getting help and recording the fact that they're trying to get help. But that isn't help when you're talking over them the whole fucking time. And then you go, oh, I thought you just needed somebody to listen to. This isn't a conversation. No, it's not supposed to be. Take this soaking wet sock that I've got and we'll use it to wipe the smogginess off the side of the window. This thing's a fucking death trap. It was in better condition when I got it, but it would have been in even better condition then if it hadn't been for Sandy Fromm's drunk driving repeatedly. Wendell wasn't going to turn her in. He knew she was stalking Toby Smith, too. I got a shit ton of recordings from him talking about how he thought it was hilarious and Toby Smith had it coming. Then he's got Toby Smith over at his house working on his house. Most of what I got over at Wendell McPhee's recorded is not on my telephone. Most of what I got recorded with Wendell McPhee is the tough stuff to get to. The stuff that's on that clandestine audio recording device that I got from Danny Lafferty, who lives in Scotland. No, he didn't hand it to me. He sent it through the mail. He bought it on Amazon. He's a grown-ass adult with a job. Things that he offered to do, I believe he even genuinely wanted to do. I'm driving through a school zone really super slowly. Make sure I don't run anybody over. I might have gone a block north of where I should have. I should have turned left there, but not for certain. I've only been to his house once and I've had a lot on my plate. Of course, that phone number that called me, another restricted one. The problem is that none of these places that are supposed to do this are taking it seriously. I'm only disabled when it suits them. I'm magically not disabled, but they can't take a report from me because of 10 million excuses. And then magically I am disabled so they can prevent me from showing evidence for speaking up in court. And then I'm magically not disabled again so they can sentence me. That is highly illegal. And they did a lot of this shit. It's all over their paperwork. Take a left here. Gotta use my soggy sock again. I'm now over by the DMV. God, even a little fucked up corner of the town with no accident. Missed the road and missed the part of the town. I'll take a left here. Oh, it's the Church of the Nazarene. It's one of the other churches where I had issues. These are all places that feed people. I drove past the code enforcement lady who doesn't like me. There's a lot of offense to me and Casey being there at 10 o'clock when it says you're not allowed to be there after 6 or before 6. Well, we were there after 6. We were there at 10 and she was insistent that we leave. That's kind of rude. Alright, now I'm on 6th and I am completely lost again. We'll take a right. We'll hope we don't run into a dead end this way. Alright, I apparently missed his call. He probably realizes I'm lost by now. Maybe you'll call back. Well, you see, I was wrong. You know what I'm going to do because I was wrong? I'm going to do the adult thing and admit I was wrong. It was not one of them private number assholes again. Oh, there's a long one. Oh, I found it. All right, I got the audio thing recording already. Traffic. Well, this thing ran out of battery yesterday, so I wasn't able to record the conversation on it. Okay. So it's just on the internet. Well, not if somebody finds a way to display it. And when I was telling you about having them stalkers, another one this morning and yesterday and the day before, and 23 phone calls and 21 text messages and yeah, all sorts of not fun stuff. The stuff that I'm used to dealing with. When I tell people that's what I deal with, they're like, really? Yeah. You got evidence of it? Yeah, let me show you. See your evidence. Fucking nut jobs. Anyway, I'll show you in person. I just gotta make sure this doesn't die. Probably turn off the, oh, it's already off. You messaged me that I drove past. I did. Well, I've only been here once.
Right.
Plus, it's the same ugly color as everything around it.
Right. It blends in very well.
It's a camouflaged house in the middle of a forest town.
Right.
All right. So, since this is a live one, I'm going to end it. Also, I got my audio thing charged up, so it's recording. So when I show you stuff, you can verify it, and that makes it so I don't have to... It saves a lot of time is what people don't get. My time is very limited. Are we going in?
If you want to.
I do. I'm going to grab my computer if that's okay. All right. And see, that's the proper thing to do. Discuss it. There's a lot of people who invited me on very expensive trips or had me pay for expensive trips for them to come help me, and they didn't discuss it. Rayanne Ingersoll did not discuss it with her husband. She just invited me. And when I got there, it ended up sucking because her husband was a very hateful man. He was so hateful, his dog picked my side. All right, I'm going to end this video because I'm prettier than you are, or some other excess bullshit excuse. You know how we end these videos. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's, and no victim left behind. Not even if he's a filthy goddamn hobo in Tillamook, Oregon.